All right, man. Trey Hendrickson and the Bengals. I mean, on and on and on and on and on and on until the break of dawn. They still ain't figured it out. Um, yeah, they still haven't figured out what they own. You know what I'm saying? Apparently now they giving them permission to seek a trade. I already thought he has got permission to seek a trade. So I mean, I find that uh, I find that funny. I find it funny. Now he has permission to seek a trade. I mean, I don't know if they basically like, okay, we listen to trade offers, but we'll be serious this time about finding him a trade. I don't know if that's what it is. Was they pump faking last time? But now Bengals reportedly have been listening to trade offers for Trey Hendrickson as contracts talk stall. Cincinnati has reportedly been engaged in trade discussions for weeks, though the asking price for Hendrickson is high. He says with the contract talks between Cincinnati Bengals star and defensive end Trey Hendrickson at a standstill, Bengals reportedly listened to potential trade offers. NFL networks reported Sunday that the Cincinnati is open to trade discussions, while the Athletic reported that the team has been listening to trade offers for weeks. The asking price for Hendrickson is reportedly significant as the Bengals seek a defensive player as well as draft capital per Athletics. Diana Rossini, the Athletic, also reported that Hendrickson may have netted a better return if Cincinnati had moved earlier in the offseason, such as when the defensive end was given permission to seek a trade in March. And yeah, I mean, it's just a shit show over there. The owner is trash. I mean, we all can say that, man. The owner is trash. It's a pure shit show. It's a pure shit show. They mismanage Shamar Stewart. They mismanaging everything they got going on over there. They mismanaging everything they got going. Yes, he would have netted a better return because I believe had they traded him, um, earlier they would have figured something else by now. But let me look at this contract real quick. So let me look at his contract. Let's pull it up. See what the contract hitting on. Let's see. They used to have a contract tab. They took that shit down on Google. So they said he signed a 1 year, $21 million contract with including a bonus. So he's an unrestricted. So he got 1 more year left. Because right here it's saying he signed a 1 year deal, $21 million contract with the Bengals, including $8 million signing bonus guaranteed. His average annual salary is $21 million. In 2025, he earned a base salary of 15.8 with a cap hit of 18.6 and dead money value of 2.6. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I think he got he up there in sacks too. But they mismanaged. They mismanaged this pretty bad. 1 year deal. It says tensions between the Bengals and Hendricks first emerged at the end of last season as Hendricks looked for a landing spot that would give him a better contract. Though the trade never materialized, Hendricks said that in May, that he would not play on his current deal after spreading his frustration with the Bengals and not been communicating with his representation. When time came for camp, Trey Hendrickson was initially a holdout, but eventually reported to camp despite not making progress on the deal. Hendrickson told reporters in July the situation remained exactly the same in terms of contract talks, but he decided to attend training camp so he wouldn't be a distraction to his teammates. So I went to help the guys that have helped me a long way. Demario Davis, Cam Jordan, Sam Hubbard helped me a lot when I was there, when I was here. To be that right now, I think that's what's most important. This contract narrative will kind of iron itself out as we continue to progress towards the season, he said at the time. So Hendrickson comes in, the defensive star was getting significant less money in July. Pittsburgh Steelers pass rusher TJ Watt had to beg for his money too, signed a record 3-year contract, $123 in March. Las Vegas Raiders Max Crosby agreed to a deal 3 years, $106.5 million, whilst Miles Garrett signed an extension with the Cleveland Browns, giving him $40 million per year. Hendrickson, meanwhile, set to earn $16 million next season under his current deal. The four-time Pro Bowler earned his first All-Pro selection last year and is considered one of the best defensive players in the league, and certainly on the Bengals is the best defensive player in the Bengals. And like I said, man, the Bengals are a shit show. It's no 2 cents about it. Mike Brown's, he ain't shit. I mean, we already knew that. His father used to own the original Browns. I believe that's in Baltimore right now. Yeah, his father used to own those Browns. So, but I mean, at the end of the day, the thing about it is the Lions got a lot of players to play. So it kind of would be in their best interest to flip somebody over there that they would have to pay and then send some draft capital. That would be in their best interest. So if they had a defensive player that they really was on the fence, that they wasn't sure they was going to pay, or somebody that they feel like they made a mistake, then you would trade those guys to Cincinnati with a pick and then it work out. But for the most part, it's ways to manipulate the cap. I mean, Philadelphia does it all the time. I mean, I think we all know that Philly is the king of manipulating the cap and, furlough this contract, backload, and turn this and signing bonus deal money, all that type of stuff. So, but honestly, you will get a Lions two of the best pass rushers out there. But are you willing not to be able to sign a Sam Laporta, Aiden Hutchinson getting signed, but a Sam Laporta or Jamison Williams or Brian Branch or some of the guys that you may have to pay up coming soon? Are you willing to sacrifice that? How fast could you find another one of those guys? And some people might say, oh, we got Isaac Tesla and we can just figure it. Well, they're looking for a defensive player. But maybe, no. Maybe you sacrifice paying Jamison Williams to bring Trey Hendrickson over here. Who knows? So, honestly, only they know what they got in camp and what they like at the camp. I mean, obviously, you still got other options as Darius Smith, Jadeveon Clowney, Mac Judon. None of them are him. But then again, what are you willing to pay a guy, I believe, that's 31 years old? What are you willing to pay a guy that's 31 years old? He'll be 31 years old in December. So what are you literally willing to pay him? And how long are you willing to pay him? Not old, but not spry. So that's the question. What, as a Lion fan, what would you be willing to give up to get them? As far as like, who would you rather not to pay? The draft capital, I don't know. Defensively, I don't know who they would want. Would you just say, hey, here go Anzalone? I'm pretty sure they want somebody on that D line. But or you can wait. If they don't pay them, you can wait till the trade deadline and see where you at and see if the price drop. Or you can wait to become a free agent next year. Then they might tag them. They might tag them next year. Which I feel like it shouldn't be no franchise tag. And if it is one, maybe it should only be after the rookie year deal. But honestly, I think the Lions can probably hit the draft next year and get a pass rusher. And then, keep who you want to keep. That would be my mindset. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop video. You can follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, the whole nine. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Peace.